Welcome back to USA Coins. Today, we're cracking open the rich history and surprising value behind a coin that many people overlook, the 1977 Lincoln cent, better known as the 1977 penny. You may have passed by dozens of these little copper coins without giving them a second thought. But what if I told you that one of these could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even more in today's coin market? Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1977 Lincoln penny, depending on its condition and variety, could be sitting in your coin jar or wallet right now, just waiting to change your life. So grab your magnifying glass, get comfortable, and let's dive into the hidden value, minting history, and explosive market trends behind the 1977 Lincoln penny. Let's rewind time. The year is 1977. Jimmy Carter is president. Star Wars premieres in theaters. Elvis Presley tragically passes away. And somewhere in the background, the U.S. Mint is striking over 4.4 billion Lincoln cents, small, shiny tokens of American currency that will circulate for decades, but this is no ordinary coin. The Lincoln cent itself has a powerful legacy. It first appeared in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and not just any person, but one of America's most revered presidents. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin carries Lincoln's profile, while the reverse, at that time, bore wheat ears. But in 1959, to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday and the 50th anniversary of the penny, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial. That memorial design is what we see on the 1977 penny. A tribute not just to Lincoln, but to a long line of American history and heritage. Minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, these coins may seem common, but their story is anything but. Let's talk details. The 1977 Lincoln cent is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. It measures 19 millimeters in diameter and has a plain edge. That's important to remember, especially when examining errors or counterfeits. From the Philadelphia Mint, over 4.4 billion struck. 1977, D from the Denver Mint, over 4.2 billion struck. 1977, S proof from the San Francisco Mint, 3.25 million proof coins struck for collectors. Now, on the surface, these numbers seem huge. So why would anyone care about a coin that's so common? Condition, rarity, and error varieties. This is where it gets really exciting. In the world of coin collecting, errors mean value. And the 1977 Lincoln penny is no stranger to minting mistakes that can fetch a fortune. Here are some of the most valuable and rare 1977 Lincoln cent errors you should be hunting for. Some 1977 pennies show strong doubling on the date, the word liberty, or in God we trust. These double-die obverse coins can sell for $100 to over $1,000, depending on condition. If your 1977 penny was struck center, especially by 50% or more while still showing the date, you're looking at a coin potentially worth $250 to $600 or higher. These coins have a curved portion missing due to a mistake during blank cutting. Depending on severity and visibility, values range from $30 to $200 plus. A small die break between the B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like an I, makes the BIE variety. These are collectible and can be worth $10 to $50, sometimes more. When foreign material interferes with the striking process, the result is a dramatic coin. Values for struck-through coins vary wildly but can exceed $100 to $300 depending on eye appeal. Now here's the kicker, some top-graded examples of 1977 Lincoln cents, especially MS67 red or higher, have sold for astronomical amounts at auction. Let's talk money. Not just cents, but serious dollars. A 1977 Lincoln cent graded MS67 red by PCGS sold at auction for a network error occurred. Please check your connection and try again. If this issue persists, please contact us through our help center at help.openeye.com. Retry. Welcome back to USA Coins, the home of coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters. If you're passionate about pennies or just stumbled upon an old jar of change, you might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Because today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1983 D. Lincoln cent, a coin that may look ordinary but has the potential to be worth hundreds, thousands, and in some rare cases, even over $500,000. That's right. You heard it correctly. Some of these 1983 D pennies have sold for over $500,000. And in this video, we're going to explore why. We'll talk about the fascinating history, the valuable varieties, the mind-blowing errors, and the current market value that is shocking collectors and dealers across the world. So if you've ever held a 1983 D penny or you're just curious about coins that can make you rich, stick around. This one's going to blow your mind. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you never miss the next coin that could change your life. Let's dig in. A quick look at the Lincoln cent legacy. The Lincoln cent is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. For decades, the penny has been in our pockets, under couch cushions, and sitting in piggy banks across the country. But in 1983, something unusual happened, a change that would forever impact coin collecting. That's the year after the U.S. Mint made a major switch. Prior to 1982, pennies were made mostly of 95% copper. But rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to change the composition. Starting in mid-1982, pennies were now made of zinc with a thin copper coating, a move that made the coins cheaper to produce, but also introduced new complications, which brings us to the 1983 D Lincoln cent, a coin minted in Denver, with secrets waiting to be discovered. The 1983 D Lincoln cent. Why it matters. On the surface, the 1983 D Lincoln penny looks like any other modern cent. It has Abraham Lincoln's bust on the front. The familiar 1 cent on the back. It's reddish-brown in color, lightweight, and often overlooked, but here's the catch. This was one of the earliest years where the new zinc-based cents were struck at full scale, and any time a major metal change happens at the mint, it opens the door to minting errors, transitional mistakes, and varieties that collectors craved. So while billions of 1983 D cents were minted, over 6.4 billion to be exact, there's something rare, special, and potentially extremely valuable hiding in this sea of coins. The million-dollar question: what makes some of these pennies worth so much? Let's talk about value. Because not every 1983 D penny is worth more than face value. In fact, most are only worth 1 cent, or maybe a few cents in circulated condition. But here's where it gets exciting. Some rare 1983 D pennies have what's known as errors or varieties that dramatically increase their value. Here are the most famous ones. 1983 D copper planchet error. This is the holy grail of 1983 D pennies. Remember how we said that in 1982 the U.S. Mint stopped using copper? Well, a few copper planchets, that is, blank copper discs meant for older coins, accidentally got used in 1983. That means a few 1983 D pennies were struck on the old copper planchets, instead of the new zinc ones. These copper pennies are extremely rare. One confirmed specimen sold for $17,625 at auction. Another uncirculated copper 1983 D penny is estimated to be worth well over $20,000. Some experts believe others might still be out there, waiting to be found in pocket change. Want to know if you have one? Easy. Just grab a digital scale. Zinc pennies weigh about 2.5 grams, but the rare copper ones weigh around 3.1 grams. That small weight difference could make you thousands of dollars richer. Errors. There are also known deed varieties for the 1983 D penny. That means the lettering on the back, especially 1 cent or E pluribus unum, may appear doubled. Collectors go crazy for doubled dies. A strong DDR on a 1983 D penny can easily fetch $100 to $300 or more, depending on condition. Center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets. Other valuable mint errors include center strikes, where the design is misaligned, broad strikes, where the rim is missing, and clipped planchets, where part of the coin is cut off. Each of these can sell for $25 to several $100s based on the size and clarity of the error. Market value in 2025. The numbers may shock you. Now let's talk current market value. As of 2025, the the interest in error coins is at an all-time high. And that includes the 1983 D Lincoln penny. A normal, circulated 1983 D penny without any rare features is typically worth just 1 to 3 cents. But proof-like or rare errors, such as the copper planchet error, are now fetching $17,000 to over $500,000, if authenticated and in pristine condition. Yes, you heard that right. One 1983 D copper penny sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $585,341. That's more than $500,000 for a penny. How to check your 1983 D pennies today? Alright, ready to hunt for treasure? Here's how you can start checking your 1983 D pennies today. Use a scale. Get a digital coin scale accurate to 0.01 grams. Weigh your 1983 D pennies. If it weighs about 2.5 g, it's standard zinc. If it weighs about 3.1 g, it might be that rare copper error. Use a magnifying glass or loupe. Look closely at the back for doubled letters, especially around 1 cent. Check for odd shapes or cut center strikes, clipped edges, or unusual features could be worth money. Consider professional grading. If you think you found a rare variety or error, send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Final thoughts and what this means for you. The 1983 D Lincoln penny proves something incredible, that even in a pile of what seems like worthless change, there could be something extraordinary waiting to be discovered, whether it's a rare copper planchet error, a doubling variety, or a high-grade example. These pennies are not just history, they're opportunity. So don't toss out your change. Don't ignore that old jar on the dresser. Get curious. Get a scale. Start hunting, because the next time you hold a penny, it could be worth a life-changing fortune. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the world of the 1983 D Lincoln penny. If you found this video helpful or fascinating, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to RF Coins, and share this video with fellow collectors. You never know who might have a treasure sitting in their pocket. Drop a comment below. Have you found any rare pennies lately? Or do you have a 1983 D you want to get checked? Let's talk coins in the comments. Every coin has a story. And some are worth a fortune. See you in the next video. Would you like me to also create a thumbnail title and video description to match this script? Welcome back to USA Coins, your ultimate destination for everything rare, historic, and insanely valuable in the world of coins. If you're holding on to any 1985 Lincoln pennies, you might want to look a little closer, because one of them might just be worth over $500,000. Yes, you heard that right, $585, $340 for a small copper coin that most people overlook daily. In today's video, we're diving deep into the 1985 Lincoln cent. We're talking about its amazing history, the rare and valuable errors to watch for, and the jaw-dropping market prices that these little coins can bring at auction today. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this video could be the key to discovering a fortune hidden right in your change jar. So grand, the 1985 Lincoln cent may look simple, but behind its copper-coated appearance lies a story woven through the heart of American coinage history. Let's start at the beginning. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Fast forward to 1985, and the coin still bore the iconic bust of Lincoln on the obverse. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial stood proudly, a design that started in 1959 to honor his 150th birthday. But what makes 1985 so special? In 1982, the U.S. Mint changed the composition of pennies from 95% copper to 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. This shift was purely economic. Copper had become too expensive. So, by 1985, most pennies were struck using this new zinc core. However, a few transitional errors and composition mix-ups slipped through. And those are the coins that are now fetching thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. In 1985, Lincoln cents were produced at 3 major U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco. Over 18 billion Lincoln cents were minted that year. So yes, they're common, but here's the twist: rarity isn't always about quantity. it's about quality and errors. Let's break it down. Now, this is the goldmine part. Not all 1985 pennies are valuable, but some are worth a small fortune, thanks to minting errors. And these errors are hiding in plain sight. This is when the die that strikes the coin is misaligned slightly, causing letters and numbers to appear doubled, especially around "In God We Trust" or "Liberty." Collectors love these. When the coin isn't perfectly aligned during minting, part of the design gets cut the more center while still showing the date, the more valuable it becomes. Imagine a coin that looks like someone took a bite out of it. These mint-made clips can raise the value of a penny to hundreds of dollars. Very few 1985 pennies have shown up struck on copper planchets from pre-1982. These are extremely rare, and when authenticated, they can sell for thousands at auctions. Look between the B and E in Liberty. Some pennies have what looks like the letter I in between. This die crack error is a collector's curiosity and adds value. Let's talk about the auction shockers. Collectors have seen high-grade 1985 Lincoln cents, especially those with rare errors or perfect uncirculated condition, sell for staggering prices. 1 example. A 1985 D Lincoln cent graded MS-68 read by PCGS sold for a shocking $5 for 63, but what about the legendary $585,340 figure? That jaw-dropping value was associated with a 1985 penny error coin that combined multiple rare traits, believed to be a double die strike, off-metal planchet, and in gem uncirculated condition. That coin became the highlight of a private auction. While not every 1985 penny will reach that number, it proves the potential hiding in your pocket change. Check for a mint mark. Is it A, D, S, or no mint mark? Look for doubling. Use a magnifier or jeweler's loupe. Inspect the weight. Copper cents weigh about 3.11 g, while zinc ones weigh 2.5 g. If you have a scale, weigh your penny. Look for die cracks, misstrikes, or center patterns. Get it graded. If you think you have something special, submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication. Common 1985 pennies in circulated condition. Just face value or a few cents. Uncirculated examples. Worth $10, $50. Rare mint errors. Worth hundreds or thousands depending on the error. Extreme rarities. They can fetch tens of thousands, or more, at auction, and yes, if the stars align, one extremely rare coin could command a price tag above $500,000, but even a few $100s for a penny is life-changing for many collectors. The 1985 Lincoln penny isn't just spare change, it's a living piece of American history. With the right error or condition, this common-looking coin can transform into a treasure worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So don't ignore those pennies, search your old collections. Dig through your change jars. And pay attention to every little detail. You might just be holding the next $500,000 coin. If you found this video helpful, drop a like and share it with a fellow coin enthusiast. Let's spread the knowledge. Don't forget to subscribe to RF Coins and hit that notification bell so you never miss another rare coin video. We post weekly content revealing the hidden gems inside everyday coins. Comment below. Have you ever found a valuable 1985 penny or any other rare error coin? Share your story, we might feature you in our next video. Until next time, keep checking your change, because treasure is everywhere. Thanks for watching USA Coins. Would you like a thumbnail idea or on-screen text suggestions for this video too? 40. Welcome back to USA Coins, the channel where we turn pocket change into treasure and reveal the hidden gems hiding in your coin jars. Today, we're diving deep into a seemingly ordinary coin, the 1992 Lincoln cent, also known as the 1992 Lincoln penny. It's small, it's coppery, and it might just be worth a fortune. That's right, one of these tiny coins was sold for a jaw-dropping $58,533.90 in the open market. Yes, you heard that right, almost $60,000 for a penny. So what makes this coin so special? What secrets are hiding in plain sight? Could you be holding one of these rare coins right now? Stay with me, because I'm going to break it all down, the history, the varieties, the value, the collector tips, and how to identify one of the most valuable modern pennies ever minted in the USA. Let's start with the basics. The 1992 Lincoln cent is part of the long-running Lincoln penny series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. By 1992, the design had already been in use for over 80 years, with the familiar Lincoln bust on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Now, you might be thinking, it's just another penny, right? Wrong. In 1992, something very interesting happened at the U.S. Mint, something that would later make this year's penny a legend among collectors. Most 1992 pennies are common. Billions were made. But there's a special version, or rather, a variety, of the 1992 penny that is incredibly rare and valuable. It's called the 1992 Close AM penny. Here's the deal. On the reverse side of most Lincoln Memorial pennies from 1992, the letters A and M in the word America are spaced wide apart. That's how it was designed. But a very small number, likely only a few dozen, were mistakenly minted with the Close AM design, which was meant for the coins in 1993 and beyond. This Close AM variety means the A and M in America are almost touching. And this tiny difference makes all the difference in the world. It turns a 1-cent coin into a potential 5-figure collectible. But that's not all. There's also the 1992 D Close AM from the Denver Mint, which is even rarer than the Philadelphia version. Both are valuable, but the Denver version is considered the holy grail of 1992 Lincoln cents. In 1992, D Close AM penny in pristine condition was sold at auction for an incredible $58,533.90. A 1992 Close AM penny from the Philadelphia Mint has also sold for over $20,000. And here's the kicker. Some of these valuable pennies were found by regular people sorting through their pocket change or coin jars. That's right, you don't have to be a millionaire to find one, you just have to know what to look for. Flip the coin over and look at the reverse, focus on the word America. Check the spacing between the letters A and M. If there's a noticeable gap, that's the normal, wide AM. If the A and M are almost touching, congratulations, you might have a close AM, but be careful, lighting, wear, and dirt can make it hard to tell. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to be sure. And if you think you found one, consider sending it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. That little step could turn your 1 cent into $50,000 or more. 1992 No Mint Mark Close AM, rare and valuable 1992 D Close AM, super rare and ultra valuable O center strikes, die cracks, and cuds. These can also add value, though not as much as the Close AM. So why all the fuss over a simple design difference? It's all about scarcity and demand. These Close AM pennies were never meant to be released in 1992. Their existence is the result of a minting error, and collectors love minting errors, especially ones that are so visually subtle yet historically significant. Plus, the 1992 Close AM penny represents a transitional design mistake, linking the Memorial reverse era to the newer reverse design standards of the early 90s. It's like owning a slice of coin history. As of 2025, the market for rare Lincoln pennies is hotter than ever. With coin collecting booming online, through eBay, heritage auctions, great collections, and others, the value of rare small coins like the 1992 Close AM has stayed strong. Certified MS-67 or higher 1992 D Close AM can bring in over $50,000 to $60,000. Even lower grade examples have sold for $1,000 to $5,000, depending on eye appeal and grading. If you're hunting coins to flip or hold for investment, the 1992 Close AM penny is an A+ target. It's one of the most profitable sleeper coins of the 1990s. Want to give yourself the best shot at finding one? Go through old penny rolls, especially bank-wrapped rolls from the early 1990s. Hit up garage sales, estate sales, flea markets, and coin jars. Look at every 1992 penny you come across. Flip it, inspect it, and zoom in on America. Who knows, your next penny could be the life-changing one. So there you have it, Coin Fam, the secret world behind the 1992 Lincoln penny, a tiny copper coin that could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you learned something new today, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins for more incredible coin stories, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a rare find. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you're going to. Start checking your 1992s right after this video, and remember, treasure is everywhere. All it takes is a sharp eye and a little curiosity. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting. Would you like me to turn this script into a downloadable PDF, or break it down into a short version for YouTube Shorts or TikTok too? Welcome back to USA Coins, the ultimate place where history meets hidden value. Today, we're diving deep into the world of copper, zinc, and serious money. You might want to check your change jar or that old piggy bank because we're talking about a coin that many people overlook, the 1999 Lincoln cent. Yes, that common-looking penny might just be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So grab your magnifying glass and get ready because we're about to uncover the secrets behind the 1999 Lincoln penny. Its true value may just blow your mind. Let's start with a bit of background. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, was designed to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. This was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, and it was an instant hit with the public. For decades, the penny has gone through various design changes and composition tweaks. But by the late 20th century, especially in the 1980s and 1990s, the U.S. Mint had shifted from copper to copper-plated zinc, a cost-saving move. And in 1999, the Lincoln Memorial reverse design was still going strong. But wait, why is the 1999 Lincoln penny so special? Well, that's where it gets interesting. Regular 1999 penny, worth more than you teach NK first. Let's talk about the regular business strike 1999 Lincoln cent. Over 5.2 billion of these pennies were minted in Philadelphia alone. That might sound like a lot, and it is, but not all pennies are created equal. In uncirculated condition, even a regular 1999 penny can fetch 50 cents to a few dollars. Coins graded MS65 and higher, with no marks, strong luster, and full red coloration, can bring in up to $10 or more from collectors wanting a perfect example. But here's where things start heating up. Rare varieties and mint errors, jackpot PNNES. Now this is the part every collector loves. Errors and varieties. The 1999 Lincoln cent has a few variations that are insanely valuable. Let's look at the ones that could make your penny worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Double die obverse. Some 1999 pennies show a doubling on the date, the word liberty, and even on the motto, "In God We Trust." These are called double die obverse coins and can be worth $100 to over $500, depending on the strength of the doubling and the condition of the coin. Center strikes. If your 1999 penny was struck off center, meaning the design is not perfectly aligned, it can be worth a lot. A 10 to 20% off-center strike can be worth $25 to $75. But if it's a 50% or more off-center strike where you can still see the full date, it might be worth over $200. Broad strike errors. These occur when the collar die is missing, causing the coin to spread out and appear larger than usual. A 1999 penny with a broad strike error in great shape can bring in $30 to $100. Clipped planchet errors. This is when a piece of the metal is missing because the coin blank was miscut. These errors can be worth $20 to $150, depending on how dramatic the clip is. And here's the real showstopper. The 1999 wide AM variety, a $500 plus PNNY. Now let's talk about one of the most valuable varieties, the 1999 wide AM reverse. This coin was supposed to have the letters A and M in America touching, but some coins were minted using a proof die where the A and M are clearly separated. That's what we call the wide AM variety. This small detail can turn a regular-looking penny into a valuable collectible. These wide AM 1999 pennies can sell for $250 to over $600, and some in high grades have sold for over $1,000. So next time you find a 1999 penny, flip it over. Look at the spacing between A and M in America. That tiny gap could mean big money. Current market trends. What is the 1999 penny worth today? Now let's look at real market data. Coin auctions and eBay sales show that rare 1999 Lincoln pennies are being sold at impressive prices. MS68 red graded 1999 pennies from PCGS or NGC are fetching $150 to $350 at a verified wide AM penny, and MS65 red has sold for over $500. Rare mint error coins, such as dramatic off-center strikes, have sold for $200 or more. A near-perfect 1999 penny with a double-die variety has gone $4.750 plus, and it's not just collectors who are buying. Investors are looking at rare pennies as a store of value. As the US moves toward digital currency and the penny faces possible elimination in the future, these coins are becoming even more collectible. How to identify a valuable 1999 PNNY? If you're wondering how to spot a valuable one, here's a quick checklist. Condition: look for red luster, no scratches, and sharp detail. The better the condition, the higher the value. Mint mark: most 1999 pennies have no mint mark, others may have a D. Rare errors can occur at both mints. Reverse design: check for wide AM spacing in America. Obverse details: look for any doubling, especially on the date and lettering, edge and shape. Notice any center strikes, clips, or unusual shapes. Tools you need to check your PNNES. To examine your 1999 pennies properly, get a few essential tools: a 10x magnifying glass or coin look, bright LED light, digital scale to check weight, coin flip or holder to preserve condition. Should you grade your 1999 penny? If you find a 1999 penny that looks flawless or has a potential variety, it might be worth sending it to PCGS or NGC for grading. Professionally graded coins sell for much higher prices and are trusted by collectors and dealers alike, but be cautious, grading costs money, so make sure it's a truly promising coin before sending it off. Bonus tip: check rolls and OLDJers. Want to find a rare 1999 penny without spending a dime? Look through bank rolls, old coin jars, or penny collections from relatives. These coins are still out there in circulation, hiding in plain sight. Conclusion: the 1999 penny, small coin, big potential. So there you have it. A tiny copper-plated coin from 1999 that could be worth way more than just 1 cent. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1999 Lincoln penny is a must-watch coin. From mint errors to rare varieties like the wide AM, this little piece of history holds real treasure in your pocket. Change.so check your coins, do your research, and keep your eyes peeled. Your next big find could be as close as your kitchen counter. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to USA Coins, and tap that notification bell so you never miss a coin that could change your life. Share this with friends who might have 1999 pennies lying around. You could help them discover hidden gold. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. Would you like a thumbnail title or description to go with this video too? Welcome back to USA Coins, your ultimate destination for everything related to rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket right now, hiding a significant value that could leave you astonished. We're talking about the 2001 Lincoln penny. If you think this penny is just another common coin, think again. This small yet powerful piece of American history might be worth a lot more than you ever imagined. From its fascinating history to its current market value, the 2001 Lincoln penny could be worth a lot of money. If you've ever wondered why certain pennies are worth so much more than their face value, then this video is for you. Grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to reveal why the 2001 Lincoln penny is one of the most interesting and valuable pennies out there. Before we get into its value, let's take a step back in time and explore the rich history behind the 2001 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, or penny, has been part of the U.S. currency since 1909, created to honor the 16th President, Abraham Lincoln. The 2001 penny marks the 92nd year of its existence, and although it may seem like just another standard issue, it has a special place in the hearts of coin collectors. 2001 marked a few significant moments for the penny. First, it was the 200th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln, which made it a monumental year in U.S. coinage. To honor this milestone, the U.S. Mint continued the design introduced in 1909 by Victor David Brenner, featuring the famous portrait of Lincoln. But while the design remained unchanged, the production of the 2001 pennies saw some intriguing variations that would catch the eye of collectors in the years to come. Now, let's take a look at the different varieties of the 2001 Lincoln penny. You might think that all pennies are the same, but as a seasoned collector knows, nothing is ever that simple. The 2001 penny actually came in a few different versions, each potentially having a unique impact on its value. The most common version of the 2001 penny is the business strike penny, which was produced in massive quantities for circulation. These pennies were minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, and they are the ones you're most likely to find in your pocket change. However, what makes these pennies valuable isn't just their rarity, it's the condition they're in. The better the condition, the higher the value. There's also the 2001 S-proof penny, which was produced in smaller quantities for collectors. Proof coins are special because they are struck with a higher level of care and precision, giving them a much sharper and more detailed appearance. If you happen to stumble upon a 2001 S-proof penny, you might be holding a coin worth far more than its face value, but wait, there's more. Did you know that there are some rare error coins from 2001 that are incredibly valuable? These can be difficult to spot, but some of the most notable errors include double die obverse coins and those with misaligned dies. These coins are a collector's dream and can fetch thousands of dollars on the market. Now that we've covered the different types of 2001 pennies, you might be wondering what makes them so valuable. Is it just the year of production, or is there something more to it? There are a few factors that contribute to the value of the 2001 Lincoln penny, and they have to do with both rarity and demand in the coin market. First off, let's talk about condition. As with any collectible, the state of the coin plays a huge role in its worth. Pennies that are in mint condition, meaning they have little to no wear and tear, are always more valuable than those that have been circulated. The term grade is used to determine a coin's condition, and coins in uncirculated grades will fetch a higher price than those in lower grades. Then, there's the rarity factor. While the 2001 Lincoln penny was produced in huge numbers, certain varieties, such as the proof versions or coins with errors, are much rarer. The more rare a coin is, the more likely it is to attract collectors and investors looking for a valuable addition to their portfolios. Finally, there's the collector demand. As time passes, the demand for certain coins tends to increase, especially as older generations of collectors continue to add to their collections. With the 2001 penny being a part of American history, its significance only grows as the years go by. So, if you've got one of these in excellent condition, or if you happen to have one of the rare error varieties, it could be worth a lot more than just a penny. Why worth today? While most of the pennies you'll find in circulation are worth just 1 cent, there are some 2001 pennies that could be worth a lot more depending on their condition and type. A standard 2001 penny in average circulated condition is typically worth only its face value of 1 cent, so it might not seem like much. But don't write it off just yet. If you have one in uncirculated condition, it could be worth 10 cents to 50 cents or more, depending on its grade. If you're lucky enough to find a 2001 S-proof penny in your collection or in a coin shop, the value could be considerably higher. These pennies typically range from $1 to $5 depending on their condition. However, if you have a high-grade 2001 S-proof penny, it could easily fetch around $10 to $15 or more. But hold on, this is where it gets really exciting. Some rare error coins from 2001, such as the double die obverse penny, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In some cases, these error pennies have been known to sell for over $1,000 in top condition. This is where collectors really get excited because finding these error coins is like finding a hidden treasure. The most valuable 2001 Lincoln pennies, including the error varieties and higher grade specimens, have been known to sell at auctions for amounts as high as $500 or more, and in some extreme cases, even $1,000 or more. So, how can you tell if your 2001 Lincoln penny is worth more than just 1 cent? Here are a few tips to help you spot the valuable ones. Use a magnifying glass to closely inspect the coin. If it has any signs of wear, it's probably not worth much more than face value. However, if the details are sharp and well defined, it could be in mint condition and worth more. Search for any noticeable errors, such as doubled images, misprints, or off-center strikes. These can increase the coin's value significantly. If your penny has a small S mint mark below Abraham Lincoln's portrait, it was minted in San Francisco and could be worth more, especially if it's a proof coin. If you think your 2001 Lincoln penny might be valuable, consider having it graded by a professional coin grading service. They can help determine its value based on its condition and rarity. To sum it up, the 2001 Lincoln penny might seem like just another ordinary coin, but it has the potential to be a hidden gem in your pocket change. Whether it's the historic significance, the rare era varieties, or the sheer quality of a high-grade specimen, there are many reasons why this penny is worth keeping an eye on. If you come across one, make sure to check it carefully. It might just be worth more than you ever imagined. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the fascinating world of coin collecting, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from RF Coins. Until next time, happy hunting for those hidden treasures. Thanks for watching, coin lovers. See you in the next video, where we'll explore more rare coins and their incredible value. Welcome back to USA Coins, the place where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins, their history, and how they can be worth a lot more than just face value. Today, we're going to talk about something you may have overlooked, the 2014 Lincoln pennies. You may have a jar full of these pennies sitting around in your house, but did you know some of them could be worth a small fortune? That's right, this seemingly ordinary coin could turn into something extraordinary in the right condition. Stick with us as we explore the 2014 Lincoln penny's value, its history, and the hidden treasures it might be hiding right under your nose. The 2014 Lincoln penny. A brief overview. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln penny, one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, has been in circulation since 1909, when it was first issued to honor President Abraham Lincoln. For many of us, the Lincoln penny is just another coin we find in our pockets or scattered in a coin jar. But don't be fooled, each year's minting can carry its own unique characteristics that make certain coins more valuable than others. Today, we're specifically talking about the 2014 version, a coin that may look ordinary to the untrained eye, but could be worth much more than its face value in the right conditions. In 2014, the U.S. Mint produced over 8 billion Lincoln pennies, a number that may seem astronomical. However, just like with any other coin, not all of them are created equal. With the right combination of minting errors, exceptional condition, and rarity, a 2014 Lincoln penny can become a highly sought-after piece for collectors. The coin has a rich history, and understanding its evolution can reveal why certain versions are more valuable than others. Minting process and varieties. The U.S. Mint is known for producing different types of pennies over the years, and the 2014 penny was no exception. While the obverse, the side with Lincoln's portrait, and the reverse, the side featuring the Union shield, remained consistent in 2014, there were still some interesting details to note about its production. For instance, the minting process in 2014 continued with the use of zinc and copper-plated steel, the standard composition for Lincoln pennies since 1982. However, what really makes the 2014 Lincoln penny stand out are the different types of errors and conditions that can affect its value. Some of these errors might not be visible at first glance, but with a closer inspection, you could uncover a rare gem that could potentially fetch a lot of money. Types of 2014 Lincoln pennies to look for. So, how do you know if you found something valuable? Well, let's break down the different types of 2014 Lincoln pennies you should keep an eye out for. One of the most sought-after errors in U.S. coinage is the double die, and the 2014 Lincoln penny isn't immune to this rare flaw. The double die error occurs when the die that strikes the coin is misaligned, causing the image to appear doubled. This means that Lincoln's portrait, the date, and the inscriptions on the coin will look slightly shifted or repeated. These types of errors are incredibly rare and can drastically increase the value of your penny. For collectors, the mint mark on a coin is crucial because it tells them where the coin was made. In 2014, pennies were struck in 3 different U.S. mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Some collectors are particularly interested in pennies with full mint marks. If you have a 2014 penny with a clear, distinct mint mark, it could be worth a little more, especially if it's in excellent condition. Another interesting variety of the 2014 Lincoln penny is the wide AM error, which occurs when the letters A and M in America on the reverse side of the coin are spaced too far apart. While this error is more commonly found on pennies from 1998 to 2000, a few 2014 coins have been spotted with the wide AM error, making them a highly desirable find for collectors. These wide AM pennies could be worth significantly more than their standard counterparts. Condition is key in the world of coin collecting. The 2014 Lincoln penny may not be inherently valuable, but if it is in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could still command a premium. Pennies that are graded in high mint state conditions, MS 67 and above, are often sought after by collectors who specialize in modern coins. These high-grade coins can be worth a substantial amount, especially if they have been well preserved and are free from scratches, dings, or other imperfections. What are they worth today? Now, let's talk about the value of these coins. As of now, a regular 2014 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is worth exactly 1 cent, no surprises there. However, when it comes to uncirculated coins, error coins, and those in high demand by collectors, the value can skyrocket. Here are some of the current price ranges you can expect for different types of 2014 Lincoln pennies: 1 to 5 cents, 10 cents, $0.50. You may be wondering, who's actually buying these pennies? The answer is collectors, investors, and enthusiasts of all kinds. While it's true that most people overlook modern pennies, coin collectors actively seek out specific varieties and errors, even in coins from recent years like 2014. The U.S. coin market is always alive with demand for unique and rare pieces, and this includes pennies from recent minting years. Collectors often focus on coins that are part of a larger set, such as the Lincoln Memorial Series, or those that are linked to specific historical events. As the value of older coins continues to rise, newer coins with errors or minting discrepancies are also seeing a spike in interest. This means that your 2014 Lincoln penny might just be the treasure you never knew you had. How to sell your 2014 Lincoln pennies? If you've got a 2014 Lincoln penny you think might be worth more than just 1 cent, the next question is, how do you sell it? There are several options for selling your coins, whether you're looking to cash in on a single penny or a whole collection. Websites like eBay and Etsy are great platforms for selling individual coins to collectors all over the world. Be sure to research current prices for similar coins before listing yours. You can also visit a local coin dealer, though they may not always offer you the best price. However, they're a reliable option if you're looking to sell quickly. Attending a coin show is a fantastic way to meet serious collectors who might be interested in your 2014 Lincoln penny, especially if it has an error or is in exceptional condition. If you believe your penny is particularly valuable, auction houses are a great way to attract the attention of serious buyers. Your 2014 Lincoln penny could be worth more than you think. The 2014 Lincoln penny may not seem like much at first glance, but with the right error or in perfect condition, it could be worth a lot more than its face value. Whether you're just starting your coin collection or you're a seasoned numismatist, it's worth taking the time to inspect your pennies and see if you've uncovered a hidden treasure. So, next time you come across a 2014 Lincoln penny, don't just toss it aside, take a closer look, because you might just be holding a coin that's worth more than you ever imagined. Thanks for tuning in to USA Coins. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin tips, history, and updates on the world of numismatics. Until next time, happy coin hunting. This script provides a detailed look into the 2014 Lincoln pennies, discussing their history, varieties, and potential value, ensuring an engaging and informative experience for viewers. You've reached the maximum length for this conversation, but you can keep talking by starting a new chat.